and then share the screen. So for those that are watching the replay, I'm Violet Dayal. I'm the founder of FemCity, and you're joining me today for Maximize Your FemCity membership. I want you guys to use everything I created for you. I do this every month, and you can always hop on, even if you've been with me a couple of years or you just joined, you're always welcome to join me. The more the merrier. So I'm going to share my screen now. Let's see if it works this time. You know what, that one's there. Let's do full screen. Okay. All righty. So let's get started. We have been around for 15 years. I cannot believe it. I cannot believe it. So 15 years in March, it's just been such a beautiful ride. So we are not new. Maybe you've just heard about us. We are not new. We've been around for a long time. We are also women-owned certified, and we're also WeBank certified. So everyone that works with FemCity is female. We have one subcontractor who is male, but for the most part, we are all women-run, women founded as well. We've done some really cool partnerships in the past and in the present. I think this actually, I like to share this because it shows the validity and our reputation. We've partnered up with Google, Yelp, brands like Mercedes-Benz, Nordstrom, Neiman Marcus. And just recently, we just had another event with Veronica Beard. So Veronica Beard, Kendra Scott, Atom are some of our more newer, meaning the last couple of years, partners that we formed. And it's really great. We also have a scholarship fund. So we started that during the pandemic. You know, when I started FemCity 15 years ago, I wanted to make sure that we were there for all women, not just women that could afford us. And so the scholarship fund is one of the ways that we are able to serve all women around the world. So if you cannot afford our membership, and of course we do have a free membership, but if you want the paid membership to get access to the group coaching, the online classes, be featured in the directory, and you don't have the means to do so, we really encourage you to apply. One of the biggest secrets is that 100% of people that apply get the scholarship. So we have not turned down anyone. And that is all funded through our membership and also through donations that we receive through like partners like Veronica Beard and Kendra Scott. And we also have a girls program. We are planning on doing a summer camp program for them. We generally do a couple of classes a year. It's over at femcitygirls.org. That is run through our scholarship program as well. That's completely free. There's no membership. We just want to serve and help young girls also. Those classes are a little bit more geared towards personal development, but we also pepper in entrepreneurship as well. But we've taught classes on how to create your resume, how to find a summer job, bookkeeping, kind of doing your finances. So they're classes that are age appropriate as well, and they're taught by our FemCity founders team. So, and last but not least, we have a corporate program as well for women that are accelerating in the corporate environment. We do have a program that we'll go ahead and review. I'm only sharing those because those are things that people have no idea that we have. They're always like, what? I didn't know that. So that's why I'm sharing those. We'll dive into that a little bit too. So we do have a free membership. We just launched this in January, and it's not as robust as our other memberships, but it is really, really great. We have about 400 new community members every single month, and it's a great way to start to get to know FemCity. You know, we are not for everyone. We're not aggressive. We're not, with like kind of a masculine energy. We definitely do things a little bit different, and that might not be for everyone. So the free community membership is a great way to just step into FemCity. We don't require a credit card. There's no gotcha. It's just, we want you to test it out before you join. And generally we see that femmes join as a community member for about 1 or 2 months, and then they go, oh, okay, I'm going to go ahead and join the paid membership. So what do you get for that? You get access to our free masterclass. I generally teach that. I taught one just 2 weeks ago or last week. It was on, what was the class on? Oh, I think it was on how to do your own PR. I think that's what the class was. And then the one for May is wealth mindset, how to get a wealth mindset. So I'll teach those classes, and that's absolutely free. You also have access to our local events. You will pay a little bit more than our paid memberships because that's a benefit to our members. But it gives you access to our local events, again, so you can kind of feel the spirit and the vibe of FemCity. It is a little bit different. And this also gives you access to our Facebook group, which has about 2,000 members in it. We post activities that you can get to know other women. You can do coffee chats. We post kind of like Instagram trains where we follow each other. So we try to do a lot of engaging activities there to make our members and the women in that community get to know each other. So those are 3 of the benefits there. And all right, let's talk about the paid membership, which is probably why you're here. You're probably like, I paid. I want to know like what I can do to leverage this. I'm a huge fan of memberships. I belong to a couple clubs myself. I try to use absolutely everything. I always say they lose money on me because I literally use every single thing. I know we have a lot to offer. It can be overwhelming. Again, we've been around for 15 years. We're always trying to add more and more for our members. So if you're new, I would just start off with one or two things. I'm going to review that towards the end as well, kind of like the places that I would get started in, because it is a lot. So obviously you get access to our local events at a discount. So you'll probably save about $20 a month with your paid membership. So that's already, savings right there. We also offer weekly virtual networking. And this is great if you're traveling or if you're like, moving to another city just for a couple of weeks. If you are sick, if it's too far for you to drive, the virtual networking is really fantastic. It's every Wednesday at 1 p.m. Eastern Time. We also do weekly live classes with industry experts. So as an example, last 2 weeks ago, we had a class on how to close the sale. Yesterday, we had one on email marketing and changes for 2024. So every Monday, we teach a class. You can always watch the replay in the library. We do email out the replay as well, but you get access to it live. So you can always hop on and ask the industry experts questions, which saves you a lot of money as well versus hiring private coaches. I also host a monthly group coaching. It's the last Tuesday or the fourth Tuesday of the month. You hop on and you pick my brain. You ask me questions. I have been quoted in Entrepreneur Magazine, Success Magazine. I've been in Glamour Magazine, Cosmopolitan, Good Morning America. Like I've been everywhere. So you have my brain, and that saves you, a couple $100 too. My hourly rate is $375. So you get me for free as part of this membership as well. We also have programs, retreats, and special events. Like we did a really cute one for Valentine's Day. We do that every February. And we also had an investment series that we did. It was a 4-week course on investments that we did with our partners at Purse Strings. So those are also some additional benefits that you get. You also get into our member directory feature. So you're featured in the directory, and we'll walk through that as well. And the library of classes, like I mentioned, and self-guided worksheets, which I think are really great. Some people love them. Some people are like, not for me. So it's okay. Pick and choose what works for you. So let's talk about the Founders Program. This one is actually on promo this month for $75. This is not for everyone. This membership is really for women that are looking to accelerate their growth outside of their zip code. So if you are a locally based business or brand, this would not apply to you. So I'm not going to spend too much time on that. But this is great for people that are speakers, teachers, coaches, writers. They want to present. They want to be featured on our platforms. They want to be surrounded by women that are also growing exponentially outside of their zip code. This is the program for you. I work more closely with these femmes. There's about 200, 220 femmes in this program. About 40 to 50 are really active. So it's a very small group. We meet every Monday for accountability, keep them in check. We meet every Tuesday for office hours, where you can hop on and kind of noodle on something with another femme. Every Wednesday, we do either support circles or roundtable or coffee chats or group coaching. And with this program, this is generally where we get all of our speakers from, our teachers, for our corporate program, for podcasts, even speaking opportunities that I get, I pass it on to the founders. So again, it's not for everyone, but if you're in that space of wanting to grow outside your zip code, this is probably the perfect program for you. And then we have the corporate program. This one's $500 a year. This one includes virtual networking as well, executive coaching, weekly personal development. I don't think this is a fit for everyone. We have probably about 15% of our members are in the corporate world, but if you are looking to up leveling, enhancing your career, making those moves, this is the program for you. And generally, this program is also sometimes paid for by your company. So ask about that. If you, all of our memberships, if you have your own business, should be a tax write-off as well. Just ask your CPA. For this one, I don't believe it would be a tax write-off. Ask your CPA, but a lot of companies do pay for this membership for our members. Okay, so how do you get started? So you're like, Violet, that's a lot of information. I'm already overwhelmed. How do I even get started? Here are the things that I would do. If you are a community member, I would definitely join the Facebook group. It's a beautiful environment. There are no mean people there. It's a safe place for you to post. We really try to make sure that women that join, they are not robots, that they are not people that are shady. We go through each profile. As you ask to join the group, we go through your profile to make sure that you are a person that you say you are, that you've been on Facebook for a while. So we go through all these steps to make sure it's as safe as it can be. You also have access to the local events or virtual. I would absolutely show up for one of those. If you're looking to expand your community, your network, your referral, your support system, attending events is mandatory, whether it's a local event or one of our Wednesday, or rather one of our, well, I guess you can't join virtual ones if you're community, but if you're paid, you can join our virtual events. And then coffee chats with each other. This is something that is so sweet, so beautiful to do. We do these activities often. It's not a place for you to sell yourself to somebody else. It's a place for you to get to know other women, share what you're doing, she'll share what she's doing, and then you think of ways that you can work together. FemCity is very much about everyone is equal, everyone has value, everyone is beautiful, everyone is just filled with greatness. How do we work together? I am not better than you. You are not better than me. We are all equal. But as I rise, I want to make sure that I take as many women with me as I rise. So we all rise together. So that's the spirit of FemCity. It's not, let me see how many I can, scam or how many I can put into my email marketing. This is really about building relationships that lead into business opportunities and growth and more money in your pocket. We also do every year, we do a getaway. We started doing this about 12 years ago. We've done Mykonos, we've done Bali, Tuscany, Amalfi Coast, Lisbon, Aruba. This year it's Spain. We leave in September. And this is always a really small group, about 20 women. They're women that like to travel. They're women that are, amplifying their businesses. They're growing their wealth. And so it's like-minded women. We travel together. And it's really one of the most beautiful weeks of my life. I get a chance to get to know you better, but then you also make lifelong friends. There are so many stories I could share about best friends being created on these trips. I don't want to spend too much time on that today, but just really beautiful, beautiful getaway. And if you have your own business, generally it's a write-off as well, because we do talk about business along the way. I already did that one. I'm going backwards. Okay, so I'm going to share my screen for the website. I just want to walk you through some areas. But before we go to that, I want to just give you our email. This is for support. If you have any questions at all, you can always reach out to Kyra. We are a small business. We are like 3 people running this. I know we look huge and enormous. We are 3 people and we don't work on the weekends. We have families. And so if you send us a grouchy email on a Friday night, and then you send us another grouchy one Saturday morning, we're not in the office. We're regular people. So we don't have like a team in India to handle customer service. It's just us. So just be patient. We'll be back on Monday. We'll respond, but give some love and kindness. We are actual humans on the other side of the email. So I just want to add that. I'm going to share my screen really quick because I want to walk you through the website. Let me go ahead and pull up the website. And if you guys have any questions, let me know while I pull this up. Okay. All right, let me share my screen again. I'm a visual person, so I like to see like what's happening. So this is the website. You want to make sure you're logged in. So you're logged in because it'll say here your account details. If I click on this, this is my dashboard. So no one sees this but me. This is kind of like your settings. You can upgrade or downgrade your membership here. So if you, say you're a business monthly and you want to change to free, you can do that. If you want to upgrade, you do that. So that's where all the changes happen. If you want to cancel, and I hope you don't want to, but if you want to cancel, you just literally click on this button. Super easy to do. We don't have any gotchas. There's no small print. You just do that. If you want to go ahead and check out your receipts to see what you've paid, you can submit it to your CPA. There's a link there. Your credit card was stolen or compromised, you edit here. If you're changing locations, you can edit your membership here. Let's say you're moving to another city, you can just select a new city through the drop down and hit update. So really easy to do. Once you're logged in, you'll have access to your portal. So when we say portal, we mean this area here. If you're a community member, this is your portal. If you're a business member, this is your portal. So just like we were talking about with the local chapter events, the virtual events, classes and workshops, these will also help you to break down what is involved in all of these things. So like the Monday classes, like, oh, what she talked about Monday classes, what does that really mean? You can click here, you have your Zoom. Oh, we got to actually edit this for April. glad I saw that. But you can see what's coming up next. You can also see the Tuesday sessions. You can say, oh, what were those Tuesday sessions again that Violet was talking about? It's all here. And for Wednesday, same kind of thing, monthly masterclass, online classes. We do have this course here, launching and growing your business. I think it's like 16 modules you get access to. The group coaching with me is here if you want to kind of get more information about that. The member directory, this is a really great place to meet other femmes. You can search the directory by location, by industry. Let's use Medj as an example here. Let's say you want to go ahead and kind of like contact Medj. You would just put your name, your information, and then send her a little note, hit connect. Let's say you want to read more about her. You can go ahead and read here. She's got all her social media. Oh, it's so great to see Melissa here. And you can see what she specializes in. These are all things that you can change and add. And you can search for location. Let's say you just wanted to search Miami. Say, oh, you know what? I'm in Miami. I just want to see who's in Miami. Kind of reach out to them there. Let's say you want to go ahead and find an attorney. You can go ahead and hit search right there. If for whatever reason your industry is not reflected here, don't get angry with us. We tried to add all the categories as much as possible. Just send us an email and say, could you add this? And we will add it for you. So it was not because we were trying to be mean. It's just we tried thinking of everything and we just missed some of the boats on that one. If you're in the Founders Program, the same thing. This is your portal. Of course, the Founders Program has more because we do more things together, but all of the classes are here and all the sessions. They also, founder members can contribute to our blog. They can interview other women. They can submit their promos for our newsletter. We feature them on Instagram. And what else? Oh, the speaker sign-up sheet. So when they want to apply to be a speaker, there's a sheet here for them as well. So, and they also get a one-on-one onboarding with me. And corporate, same kind of thing here. It's all onboarding. The other thing I was going to mention is, I think the locations page is a pretty important page to go to. If you have a FemCity chapter in your community, this is the best place to start. Reach out to your local president. If you click on this, it'll lead you to her email. If you want to learn more about the chapter, this will link over to that webpage. But this is a great place to start. If you've been a member for a couple of years and you're looking to get started again, reach out to your president. Say, hey, I'm a member. I want to get active again. I want to get engaged. She would love to hear from you and learn about you so that they can start forming those relationship connections for you. So this is a great place to start for sure. I think that is all I wanted to share with you. Let me think. This is more about us, our mission. We are focused on inclusion. We want to make sure all women feel comfortable. So we do spend a lot of time in that space. We want to make sure, regardless of age, weight, religion, color of skin, political affiliation, like that you feel like this is a home for you. All right, I'm going to stop my share to make sure you guys have any questions. We have about 9 minutes left. So any questions you guys have for me?
I don't have any questions, but my sister is Julie Allison Whittemire, the president of West Hartford. So
I love Julie.
Yeah. So, oh, sorry, I just went dark for some reason. I'm not sure why, but so I did one of her events last week on Zoom. So I was able to meet a lot of the West Hartford Femmes. So that was a nice experience.
I love Julie so much.
Yeah, she's great.
Oh
She
yeah,
encouraged
she's
me.
fantastic.
I was a classroom teacher for 25 years. And I resigned after COVID and I got my real estate license, which I'm not really doing too much of. I found I didn't really like that too much. So I'm doing just something completely different now. So she's like, why don't you join and just see how you like it? So I started with the community and so far so good. So yeah.
Oh, I love that. Love that. Yeah. Go ahead.
No, I was just saying, it's so nice to meet you. My sister speaks very highly of you.
Oh, I love her so much. You know what I find is that just the way that we connect to each other, it inspires you when we're kind of pivoting into a new space. All of a sudden we're like, oh my gosh, like that's a great idea. That feels so good. Like we find our path or when we're pivoting through the stories of other people. I have found that to be true. Yeah.
And I mean, you could just even see, the level of support just in that one call I was on. It's like everybody's just supporting each other and it's a wonderful thing to see.
Yeah, I love it. I know. I am so lucky that Miami has a really good chapter, and that's where I live. And so I get a chance to hang out with them every month. And we had our event on Friday with Veronica Beard. And in that space, we had a jewelry designer, an opera singer
Ooh,
who's singing in the opera this weekend, Bohème. She's like one of the stars. And she just started doing on the side consultations. So now she's getting
oh,
hired
wow.
by these HR departments to like consult. We had another femme who was in like IT, quit her job, decided she wanted to be a writer. And now she's writing books for with Macmillan. Macmillan's her publisher. So you have all these amazing stories, but all
Mhm.
when we get together, it's like we just get a chance to applaud each other. Like this is
Yeah.
amazing. Like it's fantastic. So I love that you felt that love.
Oh, I did for sure. Yeah, definitely.
Good.
Definitely. Thank you so much for all the information. I appreciate it. This was very informative.
Oh, good. I'm so happy to hear. Marissa, I'm assuming you don't have any questions, but if you want to use the chat or maybe you're driving, you can always reach out to us in the future, or you can join us again next month as well. I do this, like I said, every month. So anytime.
Well, thank you
Okay.
again. It was so nice meeting you. I'm sure I will see you again soon.
Likewise. Likewise. All right, everyone. Have a great rest of the
Have a
week.
great
Bye.
afternoon. Bye-bye.